Previously, everything that fear is the eternal becoming of the only immutable truth, unconditionally omnipresent, as everything that is. Toshi here. I'll be reading now in case you are wondering if Angelica has suddenly changed her voice. Let's continue. In this universe, the divine distortions of the immutable truth, the absolute perfection and the infinite affluence were positioned as the prevailing conditions to carry out the divine will to limit itself as a recklessly creative self-expression, imagining that it is possible to deny the unconditional divine omnipresence in all that is. These divine distortions, the product of fear, are experienced in bodies immersed in habitats invaded by, one, limiting beliefs. They reduce the infinite range of unwavering trust in the eternal becoming of direct experience to just a valid option of well-being anchored in a collective idea. And two, value judgments, valued as positive or negative. For example, other doubts are breathed as one's own, comparisons justify one's own worth, distrust and control are the preferred ways to relate to all that is. The spontaneous capacity to discern intuitively is annulled, and the generosity of the evolutionary impulse focuses on the lack, avoidance, and rejection of the present circumstance in the eternal becoming. The sensation of living trapped in an isolated place and in a time loop, with the purpose of learning through the judgments of the past, becomes increasingly evident as a direct experience. These distortions reinforce the perception of separation from the unconditional divine omnipresence, and therefore limit the range of perception of the unbreakable trust in the infinite flow to enjoy the opportunities present in the eternal becoming, barely a valid option to reproduce well-being. The judgments that classify experiences as good or bad, intentions or desires as correct or incorrect, and the nature of acts as evil or good, to mention the most relevant, are reproduced incessantly as the ecosystem of helplessness. They are internalized in the so-called pain body, which affirms its divine role as the most efficient ally to consolidate the experience of the illusion of separation as a reality. The unquestionable success of this project turned into reality the experiences of helplessness and desolation in all their expressions and with a range of infinite intensities. The possibility of experiencing the most radical distortion of all then emerged, ignoring one's own divine nature and prioritizing the ecology of separation in the totality of the cosmos as a strategy to promote evolution through contrast or polarity. Through the one perky intelligence, the order of creative harmony discovered an alternative that was reflected as the one crisp vastness in the absolute perfection of unity consciousness, integrating the divine illusion of separation into the eternal becoming of the divine omnipresence in all that is.
I'm Angelica, creator of Social Spaces. More information about Codex Sublime Sovereignty soon.